Hi everybody, welcome to LiveFit Kitchen. I have two new recipes for you today, and how these recipes came about was I was sitting around thinking about food as I often do, and I thought, what flavors do I like? And it's summer and what's in season, because I do like to eat seasonal foods. So I had a couple of ideas, and then I got online and Googled, one of them was I wanted a mango salsa. So I just Googled mango salsa and all these different recipes popped up. So I kind of took things that I liked from a few different ones and made up my own thing, and I'm pretty happy with it. So let me share that one with you first. There are a lot of ingredients in the mango salsa, so you can make this more simple any way you like. And this is a phase 3 recipe as it is, but if you just switch to lemon juice and change the quantities a little bit, you'll be okay on phase 2 on this one as well, which is pretty cool that it works for both. So the mango cilantro salsa, I used a 1/4 cup of corn, 1/2 cup each of mango and black beans, and again you could use any beans, I'm sure kidney or something would work well as well. 2 teaspoons of onion. I used a brown onion and I chopped it really fine. 1 tablespoon of cilantro and 1 of lime juice, and that's what you can switch out for the lemon if you're in phase 2 right now. A pinch of garlic powder and just a 1/2 pinch of cumin. So let's put all this together. I've pre-measured everything. Oh, I added jalapenos to mine as well, by the way. Some recipes called for it, some didn't. You know me, I do like stuff spicy. If it's not burning my tongue out of my mouth, I'm not interested. So for me, I used about a 1/2 tablespoon, maybe a little more of the jalapenos, but you can use or not use as you choose. So the mango I chopped up into fairly small pieces because I do like things to be easy to eat. I don't like, you know, trying to get too many things on my fork. And by the way, this makes at least 2 servings. And it's really good with chicken or with fish. One of the recipes said serve it with corn chips, and I thought, no, I don't think so. But if you are going maybe to a party or a barbecue and you want to take something that's, you know, fun and different and it's on your food plan, you could take this and have them put it out with corn chips, and then you could have it with chicken or with fish or even on a salad. If you put this with just salad greens and some chicken, it would be absolutely delicious. So my mango and my black beans have gone in, and my corn, like I said, I pre-measured all of this beforehand. And really the pre-measuring is the thing that takes the longest, because this is going to be ready in about a 1/2 second. The brown onion. And like I said, super finely chopped. And if you're not a big fan of onion, you might even a little less than that. Lots of jalapenos for me. Oh, one of my favorite foods. And the cilantro. And again, if you're a big fan of cilantro, you could use more. If you're not that big a fan, you could just use a teeny little bit or not at all. This is really a recipe that I found so many different variations online. You can really play with it. Okay, so just our little pinch of garlic powder, which is lucky because that's all I had left at home today. Sprinkle that over. And then just a 1/2 pinch of cumin. You really want to go light on this one. There we go. So I put everything in, and I actually found that it worked really well if I stirred it just a little bit first and got the garlic powder and the cumin mixed right through. Double check, make sure I didn't forget anything. So once I have it stirred and combined, then I added the lime juice. I did that last. Now, if you wanted to, you could also add maybe just a teaspoon of olive oil to this one, and that would go really well as well. But either way, with or without that teaspoon of olive oil, it works really well. And the thing I like about it is it's so pretty. And like I said before, you could change this around so much and do so many different things with it. Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't that just look so inviting? So like I said, on top of chicken or fish or with chicken on a salad, this would be really delicious. So great party food. Now on to number 2, salads. I know people get to a point where they're like, oh, another salad, really? But if you make it fun enough, you can eat salad year round. So here we go, nectarine salad. The nectarines have been so good this year, and that's what inspired me to look into this one. So this one is pretty simple. You need some chicken. I oven baked mine. nectarines, lime juice, thyme, olive oil, garlic, and a little salt and pepper. Now, this recipe is just that little bit more complicated because you have the marinade for the chicken and then the salad dressing. Now, they're almost exactly the same. They both have lime juice, and again, I'm making a couple of portions here. This will serve 2 people. So I have 2 tablespoons of lime juice, a tablespoon of fresh thyme, a teaspoon of olive oil, and salt and pepper makes it the marinade. Leave out the salt and pepper and add a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic, and then you have the salad dressing itself. So what I did was I combined the lime juice, the thyme, and the olive oil, and I whisked that together. So let's get started on that one. Because you can basically make most of the recipe together, and then when you split it out to do the marinade or the salad dressing, that's when you can add those last couple of ingredients. So 2 tablespoons of lime juice, and again, if you are in phase 2, you can just switch that lime to lemon juice and you're all set. The rest of it should be on plan. Now the fresh thyme here, you can literally just pull the stalk through your fingers, have a look. And 1 stalk there was just about a 1/4 of a tablespoon, so you're going to need a couple of these. You can see I've been to Trader Joe's again. Most of the things for today came straight from Trader Joe's. There we go, just 1 more of these. This thyme smells amazing. It's not an herb that I cook with very often, so I was a little bit nervous at first, but it turned out really well. Okay, so the olive oil, just a teaspoon of the olive oil. There we go. So simple. So the lime juice, the thyme, and the olive oil go together. And then if you have a whisk, that's great. You can also just use a fork. So you whisk that together, and then to do the marinade, I took a raw chicken breast, put it in a Ziploc, and added just about 1½ tablespoons of this mixture to the Ziploc with the chicken in there. And then leaving the Ziploc open for a moment, I just cranked in just a little bit of salt and pepper, pat it down so all the air comes out and seal it up really well. Just mix it around and then leave it in the fridge for between 1 and 4 hours, but honestly, if you left it overnight, that would be just fine too. So then with the rest of the mixture, that's where you add the garlic. And again, you can use fresh or you can use powder. I always like to use fresh when I can. And we're using just a 1/4 teaspoon here, and that's pretty strong. So if you're not really into garlic, you might use a little less. Oh, so pretty again. I love pretty food. So again, you whisk that together. Now you want to coat your nectarines. And again, I did pre-measure. I have just about 3 ounces of nectarines here. And just to make it even prettier, I used a little bit of white and a little bit of the yellow nectarine. So you're going to put the nectarines into a Ziploc. I thought this was really clever, and this made a big difference to the final outcome with this recipe. So you put those in there, take your mixture, and use about half of what you have left, and actually coat the nectarines in the bag. And I'm sure that this would work just fine in a bowl or something too, but when you do it in the bag, it stopped the nectarines from getting kind of bruised up, and they just came out that much nicer. So the nectarines are now fully coated in our mixture. So now we're going to move on to making the salad. So salad greens in a bowl. Thank you, Trader Joe's, for the excellent baby romaine. Now with the chicken, after I'd finished marinating it, I oven baked mine because I had some other things to cook, and so it was easy just to put it all in together. So I cooked it at 375, and it took 20 to 25 minutes to be cooked through, but I did have a lot of other things in the oven, so keep an eye on that if you're doing that at home. And then I just sliced it. So I have about 3 ounces of chicken here, and I just sliced into fairly thin slices. If you're making it look pretty, this is perfect. If you're just making it for yourself at home and you're not so worried about that, you might cut the chicken up into smaller pieces. So then you want to take the rest of your mixture, and remember we do have enough for 2 here, so of your portion, you're going to pour some more onto the chicken salad like that, And then the nectarines go on last. And you just tip them on top. So it seems complicated. It's a few steps and changing things around a little bit, but really, it was worth it. It looks beautiful. It's a really fresh summer salad. You can see how great that looks. We're going to pull Jason out from behind the camera now to come and taste this. He feels a little bashful. He said, no, I'm not ready today. I said, yes, you are.
I had no choice.
You did not have a choice. You're quite right. Taste it. Tell me what you think.
Gotta get some chicken in here too, right?
Oh, yes. Some of the chicken, some of the nectarine. It's so good. It's just so summer.
That is really good. You can taste the thyme.
You can taste the thyme, huh? It's absolutely delicious. Don't go anywhere. I only wanted to pull him in front of the camera once, but you have to taste this as well. I'm in love with this salsa. It's so great.
That's really good. The difference, the mixture of the texture between the beans and the mango, that's awesome. That's good.
Good. He likes it. So that's it, everybody. 2 more summer recipes, great for expanding the recipe. You can make a whole lot for your family and your friends, or you can make just enough for one with some leftovers. It's easy to do. It's summertime. It's so pretty and fun. Thanks for joining us at LiveFit Kitchen.